This is the walkthrough to extend the slides. So main thing we got to start with, sit down, make sure your emergency brake is set down there. The motor's got to be running in order for the slides to go. Your living room slide is up here on the panel right above the passenger seat. And as you can see right now, our slide is all the way in. A couple things we want to be careful of is making sure the channels are clear when the doors extend out, so nothing gets behind there and gets smashed. Same goes back here. You want to make sure this area is clear back here. So with the motor running and the emergency brake on, go to your switch and just push out. Make sure the outside is clear. Obviously the path, you need about 3 feet of clearance for the slide to extend all the way out, and it will go till it gets snug. And then look how much room you got. Similar process for back here. You want to make sure your paths are clear. Really what you need to worry about when you're extending them. And these switches are on the door here outside of the bathroom. And we're going to do the passenger side first. Push out. Extends out. Same with this one. Extends all the way out. So that's it with it all extended out. You got a huge back bedroom here. So the main thing too, when we're putting them back in, is kind of the same process. We want to make sure all our areas are clear and the paths of the door or the slides come back in. Also, nothing on those hooks, because that slide will hit those hooks, anything hanging on there. And then the floor has got to be clear, because these two pieces come together. You'll see what I'm talking about right now. So make sure those are clear. And the only other thing is make sure the ladder is unlatched. If you have it latched in here when you open it up, it will rip these tabs off. So we just got to make sure our ladder's off and up on the bunk. And then we're going to go ahead and push the in now. And you'll see the master bedroom come up. And your bed slides all the way over. So that's why that floor's got to be clear. Otherwise it will smash against the dresser and mirror when that piece comes in. So here comes the other side. Making sure everything's clear right here. And that fits right around your bed. And that's kind of it for the rears. Same goes for the front. Passenger side in. Make sure your TV's pushed in, your paths are clear, the chair is up. And then we just push the in button. Okay, that's installed. Might as well cover the auto leveling jacks too while we're at it. Same process. The motor must be running. The emergency brake must be on. And all you're going to do now is once it's going is you hit auto. It'll take a couple minutes. You know, if you can hear that in the background, now the jacks will auto level. You don't need to do anything else. It will continue going till the RV is leveled. So pretty easy process on that. Okay, you can hear that go, continue to go. So, and that will switch off automatically. We'll go ahead and cover the generator too while we're in here. And it's the button on the right here. All you gotta do is hold it down a couple seconds to prime, and then you push it up to on position. And it'll take a couple kicks. And then the generator is going. Once the generator is going, the panel up here will light up, but it's going to take probably about 60 seconds. And once you hear it click on, that means you got power in the RV and you can use plugs, generator, all that type of stuff. Microwave. Your air conditioning controls are up here again, and Pretty straightforward up and down, just like a regular thermostat there. So now that you hear it clicking in and you see those lights, that means you have power. Now if you're hooked up to shore power, same thing. There's a 30 and a 50 amp setting. Either one will work. The 50 is preferred if you're going to run both generators. The front blinds are automatic, and it's this little switch here hanging above the passenger seat, and you just push the down. And this thing's a little temperamental. Sometimes you got to hold it. Might have to push it twice, and then the blinds will come down automatically, as you can see. It's pretty cool. That one takes a little longer than the other ones. And then to go up, just simply hold the up button and they will automatically go up. Shut the water off. Sometimes you gotta hold this one a couple more times. Okay, outside, you can watch the other awning video if you want it. All these have locks for them. Really the secret for these guys is when you open them, you kind of push in on them. And to close them, the same thing. You just kind of want to push on it and click them in there. Don't try and slam them. Those are all open underneath there. Your gas can is on the driver's side here. I mean your gas tank. So when you pull up to the gas station, you want to make sure you're just kind of watching the rear. Here's all your electrical and sewer hookup. Pretty straightforward stuff. Your 50 amp cord there. You come into your shore power, you either plug that guy in, or there's adapters for 50 amp, 30 amp, and even 110 if you just want to do house power, and that will run just your basic lights and stuff, not air conditioning. This is your sewage drain system. Hook the hoses up, pull the levers. You want to do this one first and then this one second. There's also a little washout sink there. And these are just all open bays underneath here with the generator and everything else. It does have a rear view camera, side cameras and all that stuff. Steps are automatic. Basically all your switches are in this section here for your lights and your steps and all those type of things. The bunk retracts down. Pretty simple process. You just kind of clear the cushions here. There's a level underneath, a little lever under here. Push that down, and those will fold right down like that. These guys sit on top like that. Get yourself one bunk for a semi-short person. This also folds into a sofa. You just pull that over, put your air mattress on top. Since my slide's out, let me put my slide out. See that a little bit better. Okay. This guy just flips over like that. Legs come out. And that sits plush like that. You just put your air mattress right on top. Fills in there. It's actually a pretty comfortable bed. Close it up. Do that. Flip it over. These guys kind of got to be maneuvered a little bit to get it to sit flush again. You're good to go there. The only other thing, the refrigerator. There's a couple settings. You just turn it on. And you want it set on auto, and that will switch between shore power or propane, depending on whatever campsite you're at. So you really don't have to do anything other than that. It needs to be on about 24 hours before you go on your trip. Microwave's straightforward. Does have a stove, the pilot lights underneath there. You just hold this down to prime for a couple seconds, and then you light the igniter under there. So just a manual one on there. Other than that, your battery disconnects and your water heater up here. Your air conditioning controllers are there. Pretty straightforward, nothing on here. To spin this chair, this will actually flip around, give you some viewing air. There's a little latch on the front of the seat here. You You just spin this around like that, and then you can recline it over here. Actually, this comes out too as another little hidden chair there. So pretty cool little feature. Just make sure these recline back up to spin it around. This one does the same thing. You got to move it forward or back. I forget. There's a release on here on this side for this one. Bring that all the way forward. This one's a little harder to spin. Make sure your steering wheel's all the way up. And okay, just like that. So you can spin both chairs and watch your TV and all that. Satellite, while I'm thinking about it, you got one little switch up here on the left. Just push that to on, then your TV will run on satellite over here. It takes a couple minutes for it to turn on, but pretty straightforward process after that. You don't need that since you do have satellite, so you don't need the manual antenna. I think that's it. Okay.